Yo, what's up? It's Free Look Kamikaze in this bitch. You may think I'm a big asshole for the things I'm doing. This is just my hub channel. If you thought this was my main channel, it never was. I'm surprised anyone subscribed to it, honestly. It's just a hub. I get death threats, harassment. I'll rape your wife, rape your kid, frontier death at your doorstep, panda stealing my information. You know what I mean? You got fucking Pulse 9-1, God's Todd, Darth Raven. The list of infamous people that have passed shade my way made me this asshole. I never wanted to be this way. I remember when I first started, I was like, oh, I'll be kind. I'm sure I'll fit in somewhere. There's got to be other cool gamers like me just chilling. It was wrong. There's a narrative that you have to meet criteria for, and then the league of streamers like PewDiePie, Pokimane, all the ones with all the views, they decide whether or not you'll ever reach fame or not. It's them. Lucky for them, I never cared about it. My goal was to expose assholes. Boop. As you see, assholes. And that's what I've been doing. You want to pass me death threats, that's cool, but I mean, for the time and investment you all put in to give me a hard time in my family, it's taking me less time to invest in giving it back to you. But I'm not going to pass you death threats or crazy shit like that. I'm not going to talk about hurting your kid or your wife because I'm not a scumbag. I'm not a fucking Neanderthal. I'm not an animal. All right. I know some of you are like, man, you shit all over that guy, Daniel. Daniel's one of the people that like the past shade. I called him and I called him on his cell phone. I told him and talked to him. Hey dog, are you a part of this bullshit? I caught him lying about owning a gun range. He had an illegal gun range in his possession. Everyone wants to talk about like exposure. I exposed a man who was training people in a militia with an illegal gun range. Daniel. The dude in that picture has an illegal gun range and he trains others there and gets money for it. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be operating business for guns, let alone anything, let alone training people to use guns if you're not certified to do it. Just because you're in the military doesn't give you the right to train a militia. So a big fucking zero a-hole for him. He's one of them that passed me shade. When I confronted him on the phone, he lied and said he'd be upset too. The fact that he's a hero and lied about owning the gun range I already called and knew he owned. You know what I mean? What kind of failure is that? Moving on, Pokimane was in 70S. I was in her Discord. I was invited to her Discord. She was asking me private money questions in DM and then would go into her general chat. And there were thousands. It seemed like endless people there. And, she basically was like, oh, you make 100,000. That's not very much for California. You're fucking poor. I said, what? Like, when did this bitch become the tax bracket? Because my shit's is high-end middle class. Not rich, but middle class is still better than povern. So the fact she called me a povern loser, fucking, I work hard for my money, bitch. I'm sorry I don't throw my spreading ass cheeks on the internet. So what I did is I went into her general chat and I was like, you're a fucking whore and you're a bitch. And ever since that Discord and that drop against Pokilame name, the slut. You see, I got people like Panda and J-Stars like she's an empress. The days I'm getting death threats, the people who deny my claims are the ones literally telling you who's the cause in my live streams. I have it all. They deleted their messages, but I have every fucking pic. I have the whole thing on live stream, and then I actually took photos of it while it was transpiring. So they can tell y'all whatever they want. They can speak whatever nonsense they want to on your end. I have the proof. They're just too cowardly. They lose recognition. If these famous people, these streamers and the others who harass me, if one of them owns up, the whole fucking domino line falls. And that's why they stay strong on their bullshit. I've had them come up, Raven, and be like, oh, how you doing today? Like he gives a fuck. You don't give a fuck, bro. You never did. You know. Don't start asking now. That only happened after I had to call the police again. I threw the police report out on the internet. Just to fucking remind them, like, you guys are, some of you all getting sued. Some of you are famous. If my white ass wasn't privileged, you sure helped me get there. We've got famous basketball players. You know what I mean? Flames. There's like real talk. There's famous people that have partook in this fun. There's a group of them that have targeted me. So if you feel like I'm targeting the group now and you see a long laundry list of people I'm putting under the gun, these are the people I believe to be my biggest issue in the streamer community. And as long as they're having fun, Sora, Dark Skin Gaming, Pokimane, PewDiePie, Dr. Disrespect, there's a laundry list, Tim, Raven, okay, there's a laundry list of them. And that's just streamers. There's also some famous people. Excuse me. It's all that paint. You got to wear your mask while you paint, and the paint particles throw back at you and splatter. It sucks when you spray and wear a mask. Remember that. So people that be hating, all I did is accumulate you. I had all this time during COVID to suck up your bullshit. All right? I already got the police to say it's harassment, so that's all I needed. I have that on a police report. All I do is take this to court, file A, B, and C. I have to pinpoint one of y'all's addresses. I have a few. I would like to make this a class action lawsuit because I know you all do this to other people. That's the thing, is it's not just me. I don't want to make this about me. I know that there's other people that are harassed. They choose who they'll target. And once they target you, you're targeted. Like, there's no going back. So all you can do is return fire. I mean, you can quit streaming, quit making content, and let these bullies fucking win behind the scenes. Or you could have fun with it. Ahsoka was a streamer that harassed me. Didn't act like it, but indirectly was, the person. But never came as Ahsoka, the harasser. This person I exposed ages ago, along with Soul Raven and stuff. It's funny that other people get all the clout and recognition for exposure, but I am the first one to ever expose Ahsoka. You know what I mean? Fucking Texas Hawk, Celeste QB. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be the world's best Star Wars player. That individual harasses me. And, well, not anymore. They backed off a bit, but they did. They used to be like, oh, I always like you, man. But that was a front to earn my trust. So that I would let them on my console and they would start the bullshit again. See, I always knew. You keep your enemies closer than your friends. So I got rid of all my friends. So when my enemies went to friend me, I knew it was, what did CM Gold say? 90% of the community hates me. That's 90% of y'all that are either a part of the problem or you don't want to accept it and humble. You tell me to be kind. You tell me to be good. Okay? I've endured racism for being white. I've been called cracker. I'm Indian. I've been called half-breed. I'm also a Castilian Spaniard. I've been called the enemy. I've been made fun of for losing 10 family members. I shed tears of remorse with someone I thought I trust named Maria. She called me a cracker. Told the world that I put her on blast because I needed a break from making music because I just didn't know how to process that amount of death. My mother-in-law still needs a heart transplant sitting right now. Does anyone give a fuck? No. Right? They'll be like, good, I hope she dies. And you wonder why you get the hate you do. Because you're an asshole. I was a cool guy when I started streaming. I just played games. I kept to my business. I did what I did. But as soon as I was noticed by anyone out there, I got hate. And when I chose to be myself instead of simp on their fucking bandwagon of fame, I got hate. And hate's all I get. So hate's what they get. You get what you give. It's the way of the world. All right? Sora, Dark Skin Gaming, all right? All these motherfuckers, they know CM Gold. They know what they did. They'll never own up. Well, they call me a child or me a baby or this or that. They'll never take a retrospect look inward, outward, and say, you know what we did was wrong. We should apologize and move forward. But y'all never did that, did you? No. So there's no forgiveness, no resolve, and no moving forward. There's what you did. Send death threats on my child. Rape chat on my wife. I got pictures of the chat sent to me in PlayStation from Soul Brother and Soul Mason. Y'all had your fun. We had that asshole Matt that called me. He was from ESO. He was in Discord. He was asking me why his shit wasn't working out. I was like, maybe because you crying, bro. You know, maybe you're worried about shit that doesn't fucking matter. Just let the people go if they don't want to be in your Discord or be here. Who cares? Then I looked into his Discord. He was just trying to get hot chicks in there so he could simp on them. And then I exposed that. I said, bro, maybe this is the problem right here. Like my Discord never asked you to be a specific gender or to put your personal information anywhere or nothing. You gotta be a fucking moron. So I remember this guy Matt calling me back in Discord. He's like, "What the fuck, this and that?" I said, "Bro, you told me A, B, and C that you had your clan sold from you, but what I hear is that your underling took it over because you were wigging out and you didn't care." Then I talked to the person that took over his clan. She was a bitch too. She's like, "You just like talking yourself." I said, I didn't want to talk to him. I was just trying to play the game. But I felt, compelled, as a streamer and a content creator before I dropped this bomb on the ESO community that I was dragged into their shitstorm. And they didn't like it when I passed back the heat. That stupid bitch and that other one, Matt. Both of them were upset and all their people will be upset. But it doesn't mean nothing to me. What did I do? I got a bunch of hate and I pushed it back. I don't go out of my fucking way. I never once went out of my way to be a dick. Anyone that I have targeted there's been a specific motive and reason for it. Most of it has to do with what you just gave, what y'all give me and what you do give me. Using my name, my dying mother in Star Wars, shit like that, that's not cool. It's not cool and you all think it's funny because you punk ass children. And the ones that aren't children and you famous, you're going to make this whitey, if I was like, dude, a class action lawsuit's based off of, A, B, and C. And the more money you got, the more I'm going to be asking for. And every one of you that got money, I will be asking for it. There'll be a day in court where, this whole thing starts unraveling. And you guys are going to... someone's going to get... Just one person has to be dragged to court, subpoenaed. That one person's not going to want to take all the blame. There's no way one of you are going to be ride to die and you're just going to absorb all the blame. There's no way. I'm not stupid. They're going to start squealing and more info is going to come out. All the info that needs to be. I just need one of you before the judge. And once that happens, everything else comes into play. Seam Gold doesn't seem to live too far from me, so... They're in California. A few others are too, up in north. Yep. I get a lot of hate from a lot of people, and it's not because I'm a dickhead. I'm a dickhead because I get hate. I'm actually a really nice guy, but I choose not to be nice to those who are dickheads. And that's a fact. Anyone that's in my knighthood that, a 70S or any of my games, if you're there, and you actually follow the rules, all you're going to see is good morning, have a good day, I went to work, this or that, whoop-de-woo, all that's cool. That's about it. Really, that's about it. So, that's how I feel. You pass asshole shit's what you get. You go watch my content, if you go way back to when my name was NMC for life, you're going to find out that I was just trying to play games and expose garbage ass streamers, and that's what I'm doing. I'm playing games. I'm not getting paid to stream. I don't make money for it. I work a job. I work. Lately, I'm building and painting and revamping fucking malls. Y'all were like, he sits around and do shit, this or that, couch potato, whoop-de-woo, no life, right? All that shit you told the world, it's not true. None of it was true. My ankles are still scabbed from having to walk to work. I walk to work with 2 broken toes on my left foot. All right? I'm a hardworking American man. Me and my family, we pay our taxes. You know what I mean? We pay our bills, etc. So those who pass shade, I just want you to know you're just a big fucking asshole. And when I become a big fucking asshole for being a big fucking asshole, is what you gave, is what you're going to get. If you're a kid and you don't like the heat you're getting, my advice to you, child, is start listening to your parents and get away from the console. All right? Because just because you're a kid and you're in a video game world, there's a lot of different gamers out there. If you're a child trying to step up to a grown man's level in the gaming world, My advice to you is to keep your mouth shut. Don't get on the mic, and your parents are fools for letting you get online if you can't, be mature about it. This is why I stay away from party chats. This is why I got rid of every fucking friend on Star Wars. Everyone. So I could really negligate and reduce the amount of hate. Plus, it's the advice of Sony. Sony asked me, anytime I see bullshit on the internet with their gaming console, I've had to call them so many times over the bullshit. Zombie Hunter's account and all those other accounts that were lost. It's because Sony's working with me on the problem. See, it's not just the cops and the FBI. Sony's on my side too. Anytime I see some shit, I was instructed to report it. Excuse me. And I do. I take the account, I take notes, and when I have enough on the list, I call Sony. I said, this is a bunch of bullshit. Look at this. And they investigate it. All right. Calamity Eclipse. He's the biggest problem in Star Wars, I would argue, because he was the one that he used to be like, I'm the best player in Star Wars Battlefront 2 and all this stuff. I have a picture of that. Before he put up he was disabled and he was handicapped playing this vulnerability spot, which is a big fucking pile of shit. He was like, I'm the best. It's the same thing Zombie Hunter has on his tag. It's the same guy. Texas Hawk once told me that he hit that full up about it, and Calamity Eclipse denied it up and down. It's the truth. There's a lot of people that were cool with me that also took heat. I apologize for that. Because I know there's some that, in the crossfire, you just got nailed. And I believe Tristan was one of them, perhaps, but I really don't believe that. Not for a second. If the community is divided, all it takes is one person to step up and be like, you know what, bro, I'll tell you what's been going on 100%. Or if one of my haters want to come up and be like, yo, bro, we're willing to talk to you. Let's hash this out. Let's do that. Let's talk about what your fucking problem is so we can resolve it. Let's communicate the issue. Take me into a live stream, whatever you want to do. Ask me all the fucking things you need to get off your chest. But when I answer them, don't be rude and don't interrupt. Make sure you take the answer as it is. All right? And if you don't like the answer, you're the ones with a lot of questions, I can tell. I don't really care what you all do. It's either you're going to go do your streams and your content and focus on that, or you're going to make my content about you. All right, when I'm focused, I'm doing 70S, I'm doing Gacha Game, I'm doing fucking clips. I got tons of clips. I had like 4 perfects yesterday on HVV. I had one with Kylo, one with Iden, and one with BB-8. BB-8. And one with Anakin again. Those all become clips. I got one clip. It's going to fuck up and piss off a lot of people. I don't care. I killed all 4 of them when they were winning. I had a shitty team, but I came in and I literally fucking wiped the whole team in like 3 seconds with Luke. That's an amazing clip when you're one person and you save your team and peel 4 of them in 3 seconds. It's fucking awesome. They came back and also I got heat, but it's going to make a cool clip. I got a clip from 2 days ago where I got a perfect and then another perfect back to back. 2 perfects. I got another one where that guy Ham Solo's running around. I didn't even know who Ham Solo was, but he seems to be the one getting all the credit for exposing Ahsoka, even though it was me. Even though I expose these fools. You go on my channel, I literally have their names blasted on some of my videos. Panda, is another key factor. Raven. 0. Well, here's a 0 for you. It's an asshole. If you're an asshole to me, then you should expect some shit back. The difference is that you know exactly who I am, and I'm still dancing around figuring all of you out. So be thankful all of you haven't been discovered, but it's pretty much over for y'all. Like, pretty much. The amount of hate and garbage I get. For what? For what? What have I ever done to anyone? Except play games and stay in my lane. The only time I get out of my lane is when you jump into mine. And you pass shade. You get what you give, assholes. Enjoy it. Peace.